Looks like we're live. Well, let me begin. I am so excited to be live here today. I'm going to actually teach you guys something fun. It's an exercise that will get you started on your healthy or weight loss journey, or get the process started, or even better yet, maybe you're stuck and really need some reinforcements. I think this live will be really useful for you. So this exercise is not going to be like anything else out there. It's unique. It's something I've created. I've also improved over the past year. It's provided great results for my clients, and I think it'll be really handy for you. I actually just turned it into a web-based form. So it is in the description in this live video. It's in my link tree. Temporarily, I have it as the top link. So feel free to go to my link tree and follow along. But it's called the motivating factor. If you are tired of trying every single diet, testing out every single fad, and even tried maybe even weight loss pills, and they've all proven to be unsuccessful, be sure to stay tuned. Maybe, you know what, actually, if you're distracted or have things going on and you're busy, just come back and watch this later. This is going to be a long video, probably at least a half an hour. So I want to make sure that when you watch this, you're able to tune in, focus, hear everything that I'm saying, and really engage. So I'll leave this video in the group. So all you're going to do is come back. You click on videos, click on, that should be it. It should be videos, and it should be right there at the top. So that makes that really easy. I do ask that if you are watching the replay to type in the comments replay. Now, if you're tuning in live, tell me where you're tuning in from. I know I have followers all the way from Maine to Alaska and all around from Florida. I even have some Canadians in here. So I'd love to know where you are tuning in tonight. So just type that in, or give me a flag. If there's a flag that represents where you're tuning in, that would be kind of fun. So who am I? I am a certified health and lifestyle coach. And when I say that, usually everybody glazes over. They're kind of like, whoa, what is that? What does that mean exactly? Well, I guide individuals who are ready, fed up, and tired of not getting results with maybe the diets that they're trying. And, I help them create a positive, lasting lifestyle. I don't teach diets, I teach a lifestyle. I help you understand food and movement, stress, sleep, water, all kinds of dynamics that you probably aren't aware of, but mindset as well, sabotage, barriers, all sorts of things that maybe you don't realize are actually what is the true reason why you haven't been able to get to your ideal health or body weight. I'm also a first form Legionnaire. What does that mean? Well, ultimately, my goal is to be a sponsored athlete by this company. So I promote their products, but I also have used them for over the past year. They are quality products. They're US made and approved for a natural bodybuilder. So if you weren't aware, on September 4th, I did get my natural OCB pro status. So bodybuilding is just a hobby. I don't teach how to become a bodybuilder at all, though my clients, I've actually had several clients that get to a stage where they are getting closer to their ideal body weight and need a coach to take them through to the finish line. So really the last 15 weeks, they need to have a coach that can be with them 24/7, hold their hand, and take them through to the stage. And I don't do that aspect, but I can get you the year before doing a show. I can definitely help and work with you. I would ask that if you have any questions to comment below. It doesn't matter what they are, post them. I may not address them on the live. I kind of want to get through a lot of content tonight. And in order to do that, I'll need to keep moving. And what I'll do is I'll address the questions in the group. If there's a lot of them, I might have to cut another live video for you. But let's see what kind of questions you guys come up with. If nothing else, and you don't want to ask in the group or in the comments, feel free to private message me. I love that. All right, so again, let me know where you're tuning in from, what state, what city, what country you're tuning in from. I'd love to know in the comments. I'd also like to know what your frustrations are in your health journey, your fitness journey, your weight loss journey, whatever journey you're on, or maybe you haven't even started, but what frustrates you? What causes you maybe to feel upset, annoyed, or maybe what's stopping you from starting? What is it that you are afraid of? What's stopping you? Just tell me, what's the frustration? So here are some common frustrations that I hear from those that I talk to. It's where to start. Where do I start? How do I start? Where to begin? Lose, and also another common one, and it came up in the group actually today, is I want to lose weight faster. Another common one is spot reduction, and the most common one is the belly. Or another one that is a frustration is plateaus. That's been coming up a lot as well in the group. Finding that they're hitting a certain weight, but they can't get under that weight. So that's a common frustration. Another one would be losing the weight and then gaining it all back. That one comes up quite a bit as well. Mental health came up this week, or actually last week, I guess, if you want to call it that. Fighting the negative chatter in our minds, those things that are going on in our minds that are kind of going around like a record player over and over and over again. You know what? We all have frustrations, and I'd love to know what yours are, and maybe I can address those. Some of mine were, before my journey started, was I kept gaining weight and not losing weight. That was my issue before really understanding how my body works and functions, and really getting to understand how this all works. 10 years ago, I was struggling with gaining weight. But some of my barriers were I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to join a gym. I wasn't going to do that. Now, I wouldn't mind doing like some exercises at home with a workout video, but the kids always had full control of the TV. I also know what, the other challenge that I had is not knowing what really was healthy food. I thought I knew what healthy food was. I thought I knew that, you know, I just have to restrict. I have to just not eat. I would not eat until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe. I would live off of stimulants, coffee. I also didn't want to give up my alcohol. Totally being transparent. Did not want to give up my alcohol. I figured they can do it on TV, I can do it. I also was refusing to give up my caramel macchiatos. Wasn't going to do that. Those were a must-have every single morning. That's how I energized my day. Now, knowing what I know, I realized that that was just setting myself up for a giant crash. I also had zero time to prepare food. That's what I thought. I had zero time. But reality is I don't spend a lot of time preparing food. I don't spend any more time preparing food than what I used to. None. But that was a barrier for me. I felt like food restricting was what worked for me, and it did sometimes, but it definitely would go the other way really quickly. I actually did see a dietitian as well, and when I went in, I thought I kind of had things figured out, and when I left, I was even more confused. So I've been there, guys. I've been frustrated. I've been confused. I've had my own barriers. I've had my own challenges. I've had my own, I'm not going to do that sayings. And I gave up the caramel macchiatos. I gave up the alcohol. Not to say I don't ever drink. I do drink on occasion, but for the most part, I don't. It's very rare. I don't starve myself. You'll never see me go hungry. In fact, if I even get close to being hungry, I become hangry. And again, I joined a gym. In fact, I have several gym memberships now. So, you know, if you say, I'm never going to join a gym, I'm never going to give up my caramel macchiatos, I'm never going to give up my alcohol, you know, don't say never. You might figure out that certain things are more important than other things, and you can have balance. You can have a caramel macchiato. I haven't had one in years, but the only reason is because now they're extremely sweet to me and disgusting. And I try to limit dairy to a significant degree. Again, alcohol once in a while. And again, I have membership to several gyms, so don't ever say never. But definitely comment below if you can relate to anything that I've just said, or you feel the same about not giving up your caramel macchiato, or maybe it is a different drink. Probably is. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think, man, all that money I spent on those caramel macchiatos, whatever. But barriers of my clients that my clients have told me, a little bit different, kind of the same, but not knowing what to do, where to start, why something doesn't work. Why does it work for one person, or they say it does, and it doesn't work for them? Another one is for barriers is family. Kind of like what I said earlier is, you know, I could do workouts at home, but the kids have the TV, so I'm not going to work out because I'm not going to stop them from watching TV because they're going to squeal. So that's a barrier. You know, maybe the kids would enjoy going to the gym. Maybe, you know, fortunately, when I joined the gym, my kids were old enough to hang out with me, or actually, honestly, they didn't go for the first year. So once they started going, they were old enough to go through the program and be able to be in with me as their mom in the weight room. But another barrier that's really common with my clients is their friends or work or social settings that they don't want to give up. They feel like they have to give those up, that I'm not going to be fun anymore if I can't go to the parties or whatever. Let me tell you, being designated driver is fun up until about midnight. And after midnight, it's not fun anymore. But it is kind of nice to be able to say, I'm going to be a designated driver. I'm going to make sure you get home safely and take pictures of them being stupid. I don't know. You know, it's not, you feel better the next day. You're not hungover. You have a more productive day. You know, don't spend all that money and waste all that money on alcohol or whatever. But you know what? It doesn't stop me from going and having fun. Now, I will say that there's been a couple of times I've been to the movies in just the last year that I was a little bummed out because I couldn't partake in the sweets and the popcorn. But I actually stuck an apple in once. So actually I've done it several times just so I had something to munch on, something, you know, something different, something healthy, but yet a little bit off of my plan, but something kind of like a treat, which to me that is a treat. But I don't feel like I give up on stuff. I still go, I still partake. I just make sure I eat really well before I leave. And I always look at a menu before I leave if I can Google it and find it. And if there is something I can have very small, then I will. So I feel like I'm part of the party. Can't tell you how many times I've had a mocktail, you know, fake alcohol drink, just having a nice glass with soda water and ice and just hold it and just walk around. And, you know, people just don't know. I faked it. There you go. Another barrier that I hear that's really common with my clients is temptations. Kind of covered that. I also mentioned in the group about birthday cake. And if you're watching this video and you're going, what group? What are you talking about? Because I am going to post this up on YouTube. It is a Facebook group called Power Up. It's a free group. Welcome to join. But recently I posted in there about birthday cake. You know, do you partake in the birthday cake? And it actually, I liked a lot of the comments. All over the map, you know, eat your cake, whatever, to pass. What do? I'll take the cake. I might pick at it on the side, but something that I have to avoid is not only dairy to a pretty high extent, but also gluten. I need to have that removed out of my diet as much as possible. And well, guess what? There's not a lot of cake out there without the gluten. So I do have a very valid excuse, and it is becoming extremely common where people are realizing that they do have a sensitivity to gluten. So, and it's interesting when I hear how people bring up their gluten sensitivities. In fact, that happened last weekend. It rose in front of me, and I was like, and the way she said it was just like gluten was terrible or bad or evil or whatever. But what was interesting is I related with her, and the barriers came down, and she just was like, I really hate my diet. I hate the fact that I can't have gluten. I hate the fact that I have to be the weirdo that says I can't have it. So we related in that level. But it is becoming really common. It is becoming a situation where people are becoming more at ease at saying, I have a sensitivity. So don't be ashamed to say, you know what, thank you, but I'm watching my figure, or I'm gluten intolerant. It's a great one. So feel free to use that as an excuse. Fake it. Clients get results in Power Up Premium and even better results with one-on-one coaching with yours truly. That's a fact. I will help you not only smash your goals. I have clients that have gotten off or gotten their medication lowered, which is phenomenal, obviously with doctor supervision. My clients tell me that they get increased energy, clear focus, less foggy brain, better digestion, greater confidence. They also get a lot of education on where to start, what to do, and when. I also help them break through plateaus, keep the weight off. Remember, it's a lifestyle. It's not temporary and it's not painful. I also offer the support to start and stay focused. The prevention of falling off the wagon is huge. We will create good habits and we will stop the bad ones. I will help with mindset shifts. So if you're thinking, oh, I can't do it, I'm too old, I'm too frail, my bones hurt, my body hurts, my back hurts, I'm telling you what, I've had many surgeries and I keep going. I keep going. I'll tell you what, if I don't work out, I hurt, I ache, and I feel horrible. So I have to keep moving. It's not necessarily working out, I have to keep moving. I have to walk at minimum every day, or the results are pain. But my clients also don't dread doctor visits anymore. One of my clients even recently was dreading an upcoming doctor's appointment, even up to the very moment the doctor walked in the door, and all the doctor had to say was great news. So if you have had maybe your whole life bad doctor appointments, feared going to the doctor, had anxiety about what the doctor is going to say bad next, let me help you. Let me help you achieve a healthy lifestyle. So what I help you with is creating a lifestyle. It's not a diet, it's not temporary. We create a way of living, a way that's sustainable, a way that you can do it. It's easy. You're not counting calories, you're not counting points, you're not counting all these different things. Again, I don't cook any more than I ever used to. All right, here's a quote. Don't know where it came from, but I liked it. You don't get good at doing things well by doing them once, right? So if you want to bench press 600 pounds, you can't just go bench press 600 pounds. If you want to play the violin, you can't just pick up a violin and start playing a violin. So everything takes time. Everything takes baby steps, trying things, and it's going to take failing. Failing is fine. Failing is great. What did you fail at today? Did you fail at something? Great. That's fantastic. Let's reflect on it. Let's look at it. Let's improve on it. Let's not do that again. Simple as that. Move forward, learn from it, and grow. So again, what I'm going to cover in this video, I'm deep diving into one of the tools that I use with my clients. And I feel like I'm exposing kind of a little bit of the magic, but I also feel like it's needed and necessary because as I'm recording this video, it is the 5th of the month, and the 1st through the 7th of every single month, the Power Up Premium, which is the group coaching program, is open for enrollment, only the 1st through the 7th. So I want to give you kind of a little glimpse of what it's like. Now I use this tool for not only Power Up Premium, the group coaching, I use it for the one-on-one coaching as well. It's a tool that I start off with all my clients, and I'm excited for you to try it out. Okay, so this tool will help you define your vision. Let's call it a goal, your motivating factor. But I call it the motivating factor. Clearly defining and understanding why you want what you want. This tool, or motivating factor as I call it, will help you overcome the ruts, the temptations, the frustrations, and help you with the mindset. It'll help you also get started. So make sure you post your questions below. If I don't see them, I'll circle back and answer them later, or I'll answer them in the group, or if there's a lot of them, then I might do another live. Not today, but on another day. Make sure while you're watching this, if this sounds like something that somebody you know needs to watch, tag them in the comments. If they're not in Power Up, the basic Facebook free group, they're not going to see the tags. So you want to make sure to add them to the group, and they have to accept being added to the group or they won't see it. So you'll have to have a conversation with them and say, hey, I added you to this really cool group. Make sure you accept it. So today I'm going to teach you how to build this amazing motivating factor. It's a game changer. It'll make a huge difference in your life, and it will launch you into action. No matter where you are in your journey, whether you haven't started, whether you started, whether you're well on your way, you're a year in, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever, wherever you are, you can use this. So it's important to nail down a super clear, defined, motivating factor. So it's a great step for anyone in their lifestyle, healthy lifestyle journey. It's better than just setting a goal, right? Like you hear that all the time. Set a SMART goal. Well, that's good. That's good. But this is better. Trust me. So if you are in the group, Power Up Premium, or my one-on-one coaching, I will help you create a fast, easy, super clear objective that you are trying to hit. And again, it will launch you into action and you will never look back. So, well, let's see where we are here. I think that we can begin. Oh, just to make sure you know, the link again in the description of this video is my link tree. At the top is the exercise motivating factor. Feel free to click on that now or later. I think if you click on it now, it actually might kick you out of this Facebook Live, depending on if you're on desktop or on mobile, but you can absolutely do it later or watch this later while you go through it. It's recorded and it will be in the group. So at the beginning of the exercise, it's going to ask you, or going to state, what is your motivating factor? No matter what your personal goal is, it's imperative to have a very detailed and defined motivating factor. Personal appearance. So for many people, weight loss is a highly motivating reason to improve their personal image or appearance. It can have a huge impact on your self-esteem, your confidence, could pave the way to bigger goals, better jobs, meaning you get paid more, improved love life, and much more. There's often a deeper, more personal reason why you want change. It's not weight loss. It's not to fit in a certain dress size or be a certain weight. Most everybody that comes to me, they want to be like the same weight they were in high school or college. That's not really the reason. Okay, so in the exercise, the first question is going to ask you, in the next 90 days, what would be your desired result? Let's assume that you wanted to start your journey today, or wherever you are in your journey. What differences do you want to see in 90 days? You'll type that in. Then the next question is, what would it look like? I'm going to assume whatever you typed in the last question is not going to have anything to do with what it looks like. So I helped with some descriptive words. It says, describe the physical features, size, weight, shape, changes in your face, your skin, hair. Maybe you glow, maybe you'll be athletic, slim, muscular, skinny, buff, ripped, whatever words you want to use. I kind of gave you a little help there. Why do you want this result? Here's some ideas. Maintain a healthy weight, get off medication, avoid medication, reduce risk of chronic disease, live a longer active life, prevent cancer, have more energy, lower medical costs, gain confidence, better mental health, look better. So you tell me why you want these results. Because you told me what you want, you told me what you look like, or you want to look like, but you need to tell me why now. But use your own words. I'm giving you ideas or suggestions, but use your own words. So here's a quote. Don't know where I got it from. Actually, I think I even made it up. But if it's important to you, you will find a way. If it's not, you will find an excuse. So your first answer to why might have been, I want to lose weight so I can feel fit and healthy. It's not strong enough, not good enough. So ask yourself again, why do you want to be healthy or get to this certain goal? So I'm asking you to go deep, asking you why. What's underneath the why? Why do you really want to get to that weight? Why do you want to look a certain way? Next, how will it make a difference in the lives of the important people around you? Will it make a difference? Sure it will. It affects everybody. It affects everybody in your life because it affects your mood, especially if you're not happy or you're miserable, or you're foggy brained, or you feel gross, or you feel unattractive, or it does. It affects everybody around you, your friends, your family. So I'm asking you, how will it make a difference in the lives of the important people around you? What feelings come up for you when you think about the difference it will make in the lives of the important people around you? So when I ask that, it might have taken you off guard, right? How will it make a difference in the lives of the important people around you? How did you feel when I asked that? What comes up for you? An alternative to that question would be, if you don't change, how will it impact those that you love? It's a good question. It's really important to dig deep in this exercise, describing in detail the emotions and feelings that will actually create a powerful motivating factor. I give you next an opportunity to check off some key things that I commonly hear about this point in time in my interview process. I'm not going to read them all, but I think you've got about 20 options here. And it's about feelings, more or less. So I'm going to give you some options there. I'm not going to read them all. What changes can you see in your life when you reach your goal? Now, the changes in your life, this is very different from all the other questions. Some people, when they think about it deeply, not just on the surface, know that because of their health, it's increasing their allergies or making them worse. Maybe they feel that once they lose the weight, they'll have the confidence to ask for a raise or maybe even apply for that dream job. Maybe they'll have better sleep. Maybe their priorities will change. Maybe they'll have better mood, improved memory. The list goes on, right? So I want to know from you, what changes do you see in your life when you reach your goal? And why are these changes important to you? I also ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important right now is it for you to be in good health? Because if it's less than a 6, it's not a priority to you. Other things are more important. In fact, if I do an interview with a potential client and they answer with a 6 or less, pretty much won't go any further. Or I'll go back and ask the questions again or dig deeper and try to find out if there's a soft spot or a trigger point that really is important for them. Because again, if your motivating factor is not built or created on things that are more important than a 6, it's not going to get you through those tough days. Because your motivating factor is something that you're going to use and reflect on a daily basis. I'll explain more in a minute. Health and fitness. Being in better health can be a huge motivating factor, because when you feel better, you will live life fully and have a more active lifestyle. You will say yes to more things and stop avoiding stuff that you really want to do. So how many of you say, no, I don't want to go do that because I want to go home and crash on the couch? No, I want to go home and I just want to sit and watch TV. No, I don't want to do that because, and you're not telling them that. You're making some stuff up. I know you are. My kid's got soccer. My kid's this. My kid, you're using kids as a scapegoat. But reality is you're going home and taking a nap. But when your health is in check, you'll be saying yes to a lot more things. The next field, I do ask again, what do you want? I give you about 20 more options that I'm not going to read. This is more or less on memory and body aches and pains and things like that. So in health, basically health stuff. So this is the health section. So I'm giving you an opportunity to click on and choose as many options as you want, or things that you might be wanting to do and not able to do. So this is the friends and family section. We interact with people every day. Weight and appearance impact our relationships whether we like it or not. More quality time with people you care about gives us the motivation to keep going on our weight loss plan. Some fear that losing weight, they will lose friendships. That's not entirely true. Sure, there will be some shifts, there will be some changes, but you will find your tribe, and the people that truly care about you will be your greatest supporters. And I know that a couple of you watching this know exactly what I'm talking about. And one of the tips that I recommend to my clients, I tell them a lot, is especially when you join a gym and you're new and it's just you feel out of place, you feel like that first day in high school, your freshman year. But what I recommend doing is make it a priority that every day when you go to the gym, find somebody to give a high five and say, good job today. And that's all you got to say is keep moving. Because you know what you did? You just created a friendship. You're going to build on that. Try to choose somebody different every day. But if you see that person again, they might come running at you with their hand up, and be ready for it. Because everybody feels the same way. Everybody's thinking, I'd rather be home, I'd rather be this, I'd rather be that. But they made it to the gym. That's the hardest part, is getting started. But you just gave them the confidence to keep going. So give somebody a high five, say, good job today. All you gotta say. It feels good. It feels awkward the first few times you do it. But find somebody. Say, good job today. Would there be any effect in your business or your career once you achieve your weight loss goal? Are you missing out on work? Are you calling in a lot of sick days? Maybe you're not asking for that raise or that promotion, or maybe you're settling. I do know that that happens a lot with my clients, that they actually, a lot of them tell me that they have ideas or dreams or desires of a different career path. But they're stuck. They're stuck in the mud. But once you have the confidence and feel good and have the energy, that'll shift. So I ask you that in that question, and I'm curious because it does come up most of the time. The next question is, would anything open up for you in your life? Or an alternative, what could you do in your life that you can't do now? Maybe, again, you're stuck in a rut. Maybe you need to create a bucket list. How old are you? Maybe that's something that you should do. It's a good reflection to figure out what it is you really want to do. What are your dreams? What do you want to achieve? Any aspirations? So, your health might hold you back, especially if you get really sick. You might not be able to do that bucket list. I give another section, it's multiple choice, about 20 options. I'm not going to read them, but it is kind of in the family, friends list, adventures and activities. It's asking if any of those are important. And the reason why I have these checkoff sheets or sections, about 20 different options, is it's words and phrases to help you build into your motivating factor. It's some key words or phrases that I know that are really common, and I want you to be able to create your own motivating factor. I'll explain more what that is in a minute. So this is kind of a worksheet. This kind of just helps you with the word phrases, and then you're going to put it together however you want to put it together that works for you. The next question is, what's stopping you or slowing you down from having your desired results? Typically, it's fear, no time, where to start, bad habits, too old, don't want to work out, I have all these cravings, can't live without my booze, I have all these addictions, I'm picky, too expensive, oh, it's my genetics, I don't know how to cook. I hear it all. But I'm asking you, what is stopping you or slowing you down? I just saw spelling error. Okay, so the next question actually asked, is this an excuse? The one that you chose in the last question. I really want you to think about it. Is it an excuse? Be honest. Yes or no? Sometimes the littlest things that we least expect can actually motivate us. Or it could be something big and private, something that has you feeling trapped, maybe stuck or demotivated. I give you another multi-choice section to select anything that might apply to you. I won't go over them because there's about 20 different alternative questions, but it has to do with self-esteem, anxiety, and stress. In your relationship with food and health, where does it get confusing? Are you chasing all the fad diets? Are you listening to what everybody's doing and trying to do it yourself, but modifying it just a little bit so it fits your lifestyle? Are you doing tons and tons of cardio once or twice a week? Are you eating really healthy all week long and then eating what you want, drinking what you want all weekend? Do you think that you're doing it all right, but yet not getting the results? Curious. I ask also if you have any specific cravings, when they are, how often they are, and how do you feel after you cave in? And if you would like, you can also put what it is you crave. Like some clients crave sugar, that's pretty common, or it's actually salty, crunchy. So I'd like to know. But did you know that your body craving foods, sometimes it's telling you that you need something, like you're lacking in vitamins and nutrition. Other times it could relate to stress, lack of sleep. Again, not eating the right foods and not enough. You might be starving yourself. So you're creating this horrible craving. Next question I do ask about stress. I'm curious at what your stress level is if you averaged it out throughout the whole week. 1 through 10. 1 being low, 10 being high. I want to know, is there anything you'd like to be doing now that maybe you're not currently doing? Maybe you'd like to be traveling more, playing more, hiking, climbing a mountain, race car driving. What do you dream of? And what's stopping you from doing that? I would like to know on a scale of 1 to 10 how important it is for you to improve your health or to lose weight. And remember, I offer a system that has support, accountability, and I can guarantee without these things, you're simply on a diet. You'll end up quitting, you'll feel frustrated, you'll be confused, angry. I create and curate a system, putting the right steps in the right order and walk you to success. What's one thing you could be doing now that would have a huge impact on your energy? When I ask my clients that, they always give me an answer. It's usually something really simple. And they know what needs to be done. But they don't do it. And you want to know why? Because they don't have the system and the support. They don't have me there to kick them in the butt. And I'm not mean at all. But I've had many coaches in my life. I've had 4 for my health journey. But I've had other coaches in business as well. So when you want something bad enough, you will hire a coach. You will be committed in it 100% and hire a coach. You will. So, what is your final motivating factor? A solid motivating factor is a paragraph or multiple paragraphs written to yourself. Things that you want, desire, including your goals, your dreams, how it will affect you and the people around you. Your goals should be always specific and having as much detail that you can think of. Your motivating factor is for you to read daily or when things are challenging in life. And there's always going to be tough times, weeks, days, and even minutes. So you'll want to create it. You'll want to, once you complete this exercise, it's going to email you all your answers. You'll want to take all your answers and create a paragraph or paragraphs using those words, using those things. It's just basically like a brain dump. I'm like getting into your brain and figuring out all that you're thinking of or what worries you or what keeps you up at night. And you're going to want to create a document that you can print. And you want it someplace that you can update it regularly as well, because you'll think of things maybe at work or driving to work or in the shower. I always get the best ideas in the shower. I always have to keep a notepad or something outside of the shower. But you want to be able to update it regularly, right? Because my goal when I originally started, I want to be 118 pounds. I want to look like I did back in high school. I weigh 131 pounds and I love my body and I damn sure don't want to be 118 pounds. So you'll want this motivating factor somewhere where you can update it and hide it privately, wherever you want to hide it. Keep adding more detail, fully describing what it will look like, feel like, and what it will be like having all the things that you deeply, deeply desire. So your motivating factor will always be evolving as time goes on. It'll continue to change. Just like clients that I've worked with for the past year, their goals have shifted and changed. So it's not about the number on the scale anymore. It's more about how they feel inside, how their health is, what it's like when they go get blood work done. I do recommend getting your blood work done every 6 months, minimum once a year. Find out what's going on with your thyroid if you're a woman especially. I do recommend getting your hormones checked, male or female. know what your numbers are. I don't care what age you are. You need to know what your baseline is, what you're working with. Are you low on vitamin D? Are you sufficient in vitamin B? Are you getting enough calcium? There's so many things that we're lacking on. And the education and knowing is better than not knowing. You can prevent so much by making so many changes now. So like I said, once you complete this, I do need your email so I can email it to you. But I am here to help and support you wherever you need. So if you need help maybe starting or moving forward or taking action, just don't hesitate to contact me, whether that be messenger or email or post in the group, wherever, okay? All right, so that's done. I went over that, but I do want to thank you for hanging in there if you're still watching this. I'm assuming if you're still watching this, you really are interested or curious. And if you complete this form, it is a lot of work, I will grant you that, but it will email it to you. And I hope that you'll create a motivating factor. And what I'd even love even more is if you'd email it back to me, allow me to review it, and if you want to talk about it over a phone call, I would even love that. So the link in the description of this live video is my link tree, and the link numbered number 3 allows you to have access to my calendar, and you can book a call with me and we can talk about your final draft. I would love to go over that, or we can go through this form together, even better. So let me know how I can help you. I am here for you whenever you are ready. All right, guys. Well, thank you for all the hearts. Popping in here, I see Libby, Gary, Terry. Oh, hi, Terry. Mark, Nina, Penny, Rebecca, Courtney, Amy. Wow. Hey, guys. The list goes on. Well, thank you for hanging in there. This has been a pleasure, and I'm here for you guys. All right, bye.